I'm Hanny XOXO and welcome to or back to my channel. Today is Monday, December the 8th, and welcome to Vlogmas episode number 3. I have some fun activities planned for us in this episode. I'm sure you can tell, trying to get a little bit more festive. My fiance and I ordered these cutie little Santa hats, black Santa hats, because we're getting our Christmas photos taken in a couple days. So, I thought I'd try to get into the Christmas spirit with y'all. First things first, I do have some crocheting planned for today, but I do want to open the little advent calendar. I'll have timestamps, as always, down below if y'all don't care about the advent calendar and if you're just here for the crochet. But I personally, I'm having real fun with this advent calendar, y'all. If you were here for the last episode, you might know that I'm a bit behind with the advent calendar. So I'm opening, I forgot I put those in there. Oh my goodness. That's what I got last time, but I am opening 2 days at a time so that I can catch up, and then once I catch up, I'll start just opening one per day. But yesterday was my first day opening up the advent calendar, so I did open up days 1 and 2, and even though today is December 8th, I will be opening up days 3 and 4, so let's check out what we got. Opening up number 3 right here. Oh my gosh, is this cinnamon roll? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's hard to get these guys to focus. Oh my gosh, am I holding it backwards? I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm blind as a bat. But it is kind of hard to get these to focus because there's actually glitter in the resin of the charm. So all of these charms are super cute and sparkly and glittery, and I just think they're so cute. I love it. And then let's see, day number 4 is right here. Let's pop her open. Oh my gosh, I think it's Kuromi. I'm so excited. Kuromi's my favorite. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. I hope y'all can at least somewhat see. I wish I was able to see what y'all were seeing, to see if y'all can see anything. But it's little Kuromi, and she's just so cute. I'm so obsessed with this advent calendar. Definitely like one of my best purchases that I've made. Again, I will have it linked below if y'all are interested as well. It's just a Hello Kitty charm advent calendar, so every day you get a new Hello Kitty, or I guess Sanrio charm, and they've all been so cute so far. So I do highly recommend this little charm pack so far, even if you're not using it as an advent calendar, and if you're like me and you're just kind of wanting to get charms out of it. And I mean, it is fun. Obviously, advent calendars are fun to open. And then here is our bracelet so far. Again, I'm not going to be keeping them on the bracelet, but it's a great way to store your charms until you do want to use them. Like I always say, I love to use my charms on my crochet projects, and these charms are going to look so freaking cute on keychains. I'm so excited to make some. But we have Hello Kitty, Cinnamon Roll, and Kuromi so far. So I'm excited to see what other charms we get, like what other of the friends are gonna be in this pack. Now on to today's crochet project, and I'm really excited for this one. I did already share this in my last video. Again, all of my videos pretty much right now are gonna be me making all of the patterns that I mentioned in my last video because I want to crochet Christmas gifts for my family. And the gift that we're gonna work on today, again, if you're family and you're in here, respectfully, you gotta head out. But love you guys and thanks for the support. But I will be revealing y'all's gifts. So the one that I will be working on today is the little magnet bears for my fiance and her sister. So for the magnet bears, I will put the pattern up on the screen that I will be using. This pattern, it's really awesome. It comes in both a free YouTube tutorial version and just a free downloadable online version. So whether you want to watch the video or just read the pattern through, you have both of those options and they're both free. I do kind of modify this pattern, you know, put my own special little touch on it, because in the original pattern, it's not actually called a magnet bear, but I just call them magnet bears because, well, I add magnets to them, and I will walk y'all through all of that fun stuff that I do while I'm making the bears. As for the yarn I'm using, I am using this yarn right here. I don't exactly know what kind of yarn this is. I mean, I'm assuming that it's like an acrylic size 4 worsted weight yarn, but I don't know the brand, the colorway, any of that. If you want to know more of the backstory, I do talk about it in my latest video that I did post, so definitely check that out. Also because, again, I will be crocheting all the patterns that I mentioned in that video in all of these future videos. But if we're being honest, I'm also sure that when I do some crochet and chat in this video, I'll probably go over a little bit of the backstory again, so you can definitely just stay here and chill if you'd like. As for the hook that I'm planning to use, I'll be using a 4mm hook, and again, my hooks are nothing special. I just buy them for super cheap on Amazon. I'll have them linked down below in case y'all are needing some new hooks, some cheap hooks, whatever. And the pattern does call for a worsted weight yarn with a 4mm hook, but if y'all wanted to make this pattern and if you're used to using plushy yarn, I'm sure you could easily size this up just by, you know, using a little bit of a bigger hook size, and I feel like it would probably still turn out super cute. First, I'll be making the muzzle, just because that is the first thing that is listed in the written pattern. And in the pattern, it does say to use a white or off-white, cream-colored, whatever type of color for the muzzle so that it does stand out from the rest of your bear. And when I have made these bears in the past, that is how I made them, is with a lighter colored muzzle. But again, since the whole point of this project is to use this very special yarn, I kind of just want to keep it to using this yarn in this pattern. Other than when I do the nose embroidery, obviously I'll probably do that a different color, but I feel like the muzzle doesn't need to be a different color, because I've seen, you know, teddy bears and stuff all the time that just have the same color muzzle as the rest of their head. So I feel like it could still work. We'll see. The good thing is I can always change it up before I sew it on, but let's get to making this muzzle. Alrighty, y'all, I just finished making the magic ring for the muzzle and working with this yarn for the first time, and honestly, I'm now starting to think it might not even be a weight 4 yarn. I think it might be even lighter. It is just so light, I feel like. So I'm not sure, but we'll see how it all comes together. I just started it and I don't know, but I am excited. So I just finished both of the muzzles and I'm already so happy with how things are coming out. Like, I don't know, I really feel like everything is just working out with these, because I already know who each of these is for as well, because this purple and green one right here is 1000% gonna be for my fiance's bear, because she loves, like, the Joker. Hello, we have this little, y'all see this in the back? This little Joker. Speaking of her, she's calling me, so I'm gonna have to call her back because I'm trying to finish this segment. But that one is just so perfect for her. And then I feel like this one is so perfect for her sister, because I mentioned it in the last video, but her sister is super frosted out. And this muzzle is so perfect. It's yellow with a little bit of hints of green. And this part up here, it does look kind of orange, but with the yellow and green, I feel like it looks red, kind of, like it gives the Rasta vibe, basically. So I don't know, I'm just already so happy with how this is turning out. And now let me call my fiance and pretend like I'm not doing this because it's a surprise. Alrighty, y'all. I've been working on the head for just a little while now while I was calling my fiance back. Apparently, they're planning a Vegas trip, and of course it has to be the like one weekend of the year that I probably have plans because I'm running a race. I'm not. I mostly walk, but I do like to get out there, get active, and do my little hot girl walks. So of course I have a race for the same day as the Vegas trip. But anyway, besides the point, back to crocheting the little bears. Here we have the little head. I haven't, gotten too far on it yet, but I thought now that I'm working on the head, which is gonna take a little bit of time, we can finally do a little bit of a crochet and chat. So I hope that y'all also grabbed some yarn, grabbed a hook, and maybe y'all are even making this little bear along with me. I feel like that would be so fun. Or if you guys are already working on some other project, of course, work on whatever you gotta work on. Or if you're not working on anything, give your hands a rest and just grab a bevy, whatever you want to do. But I do love to chat. I do love to overshare. And usually I do that a lot in the beginning of the videos, but I really held it together today. I hope so, at least, until this part of the video, so that I could actually be crocheting while we get our chat on, so that I'm actually doing something productive and not just yapping away. But I will say this yarn, and I'm hoping that y'all can't hear it. Hopefully the mic isn't picking up on it. But it is that kind of yarn that is very, rubbery or sticky. I don't really know how to explain it, but basically it's making that noise, that noise that the yarn makes where it gets all squeaky kind of on the hook. It's doing that. So it is a little bit difficult to work with this yarn, but it is 1,000,000, trillion, whatever other fake numbers % worth it, because again, this is such a heartfelt gift. Just in case y'all don't know the backstory yet, I thought now would be a fun little time to tell y'all. This yarn was given to me by my mother-in-law. It used to belong to her mother, which would be my fiance's grandma, or her Mimi. And so I decided for Christmas, it would be a really fun and cute idea to make her and her sister little plushies out of this yarn, since it used to be their grandma's yarn. And I just thought that would be like a really special, heartfelt gift, since that's really what I'm going for this year. I'm trying to, tap on those heartstrings. And also, as I mentioned too in the other video, but this was not my idea. This was actually my fiance's idea, but she came up with it so many months ago now that I don't think she's gonna be expecting this gift at Christmas time at all. But basically, it is my first ever amigurumi project, was making these little bears, and in the pattern, it doesn't say to put magnets in their little arms so that their arms can connect and touch and they can hold hands. But I don't know, back in the day, y'all, I used to be a lot more creative than I am now, and I thought it would be really cute to put little magnets in their hands so that they can be holding hands, and just for kind of the symbolism of apart but always together. And so my fiance, she always says that when she saw those little bears, that's what made her fall in love with me, because she thought they were so cute and unique and creative, and she'd never seen anything like it. And so when I brought this worsted weight yarn home, well, as we know now, not worsted weight, it's a lot lighter than a worsted weight, but when I brought it home and didn't know what to do with it, since I mostly work with plushie yarn, she suggested that I make her and her sister little bears with it, the little bears that I made before that she loved so much that made her fall in love with me. And I thought that would be so cute and absolutely perfect. Again, that message of apart but always together, since her and her sister are so close. They have a really strong sisterly bond, and so I just thought that would be so perfect. Again, it was her idea, so I guess I didn't think it, but for Christmas at least, I thought it would be such a cute gift for both of them. And that's also why it's the gift that I'm starting out with, because it is definitely number one priority to me, which that's another thing that I do want to do though, is make a priority list for all of these gifts, because I'm not for sure if I'm going to be able to get to all of them. So I definitely need to do that. But these I already knew were my number one priority, because ever since I got this yarn, I've been really wanting to make these bears for them, but I just haven't had the time to with all of my markets that I was having in the summer. But now I finally have some time on my hands, and again, it would just be the perfect little Christmas gift for them. I know it's only the third episode, but I do hope that y'all are enjoying this little Vlogmas series so far. I know personally I'm enjoying it so much. Even honestly, if this is getting no views, if nobody's watching these videos, I am just happy to be making these for myself, because they really are helping to keep me accountable to making these Christmas gifts, because I told y'all in that video that I was gonna make those gifts, and I haven't posted the video yet, so I don't know how many views it's gonna get. But y'all, if that video gets even 1 view, I better be making all these Christmas gifts. I don't want to be a lie out here. I can't be lying to y'all. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, this yarn is kind of killing my hands. Also, don't judge how I crochet, you guys, because I know I don't crochet right, okay? I know that my finger hand placement, all of it isn't right, but as always, I've been crocheting for a very, very long time, and unfortunately, I just don't think it's gonna change. I don't think that that technique is gonna change, y'all. It's similar to how I've been playing the flute for years and years and years. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I started playing the flute and crocheting at the same time. And y'all, my finger placement on that flute, no, people are still like, girl, how have you been playing this for almost like 20 years and you still don't know where your fingers go? Like, what are we doing here? And that's always how I feel with crochet too. Like, my fingers, you know, they're not gonna hold the yarn right or whatever, but I just have, y'all, I always say it, but my joints be having issues. I'm always having joint pain. I'm like hypermobile, I guess, so like my fingers, which by the way, trigger warning for what I'm about to do. Trigger warning might be gross. I don't know. At least my mom, every time I would do this to her when I was a kid, like, this is how I would get to her, because she hated when I would do this, but I would just bend my fingers, you know? Can y'all see that? Yeah, you can, I think. Like that. Sorry if y'all think it's gross. My mom, like, growing up, she thought that was so nasty that I could do that. Like, she would, like, bend my hand, like, but when you do that, it's bad. I won't show you guys, because, like, I don't know, I don't want to trigger y'all with that, but it, like, snaps your fingers, and it kind of hurts, and she would but she just hated it so much when I would do my little double jointed fingertip thing. But I don't know, I thought it was cool. But to, you know, avoid the early onset arthritis with, you know, using this kind of yarn and stuff, I did actually, my first suggestion to my fiance for using this yarn was to, like, mix it with, say, the Parfait Chunky or any size 6 yarn, in case, I don't know, if you've never used Parfait Chunky, if you don't know what it is, just basically I was going to mix this with a size 6 yarn, like a cream colored yarn, and, like, make something with that, with both of the colors crocheted into one, because that probably would have been a lot easier on my hands. But my fiance loves those freaking bears so much, y'all. I'm not kidding when I tell you that's what made her fall in love with me, because she said no. She said, I love these bears and I want one of these bears exactly as it is with that kind of yarn. So we're pushing through. But, like, besides the jokes and stuff, it really is all worth it for her. She does so much for me. Plus, again, this is just such a special and sentimental gift. So I think that it is really sweet that it's going to be completely made entirely out of their Mimi's yarn. I think they will really appreciate that. Okay, y'all, brief intermission. Totally not because my hands are already dying when I've only crocheted like half of the head. Totally, that's not the problem. I just want to show y'all the difference between the yarn, because I do keep telling y'all that I feel like this is not a worsted weight. I feel like it's a little bit lighter, maybe a size 2 or 3 yarn. But here is the comparison between the black embroidery yarn that I've been using. This is just like loops and threads, something, whatever, from Michael's. I can't remember, but basically just a, you know, a generic worsted weight yarn is the black, and then the other yarn is, of course, the purple strand. Hopefully y'all can see it. I'm trying to see if I can see it in this little mirror I got standing up behind my phone, but I think you can. It's a little bit thinner, maybe like a size 3 yarn. I don't know, but it's not a worsted weight because this bear is already coming out so much tinier than the other bears that I've made, which honestly, like, I'm so fine with because mini things are so cute, even though it's killing my hands, but it's okay. Y'all, I'm like starting to think now I might have to start another project simultaneous to this one, but not a project that I'm gonna take serious, but just something that I can use as a cover up, because I am gonna be telling my fiance all about how I'm keeping so busy crocheting, but I don't want her to know that I'm crocheting any gifts for her. And honestly, I'm still not sure if I'm keeping the whole crocheting gifts for like everyone in the fam thing a secret as well, because y'all, she does not even know that I have this plan. She doesn't know that I have this whole plan where I'm making gifts for her and her whole family. She has no idea. So I'm like, I don't know. I think that that could be kind of fun to keep it a surprise like that for her. But the only reason why I might end up telling her is because of how I am still on the fence with some people's gifts. And I feel like she could help me to figure out what they would want the most. But I do kind of like the element of surprise to it. I also do like that I'm challenging myself to really think about everyone for myself and not just rely on her, who's obviously known everyone in her family for her entire life. So I feel like it's kind of a fun little challenge. Try to, you know, really, again, just give out heartfelt gifts to everyone. I don't know, I definitely give out that challenge to anyone watching as well, to really challenge yourself, whether it's a crochet gift or not, to really, really think about people when you do give them gifts. You know, I know the easy thing is to just give a gift card, and I know some people, like, they do prefer that, but you know that feeling when somebody gives you a gift and you can just tell that they, like, really thought about you when they bought it or made it or whatever it might be, and it can literally be like the smallest little trinket ever, but it's still just like just the most special feeling in the world. I can't explain it, but if you know, if you've gotten a gift like that before, you'll know exactly what I mean. Oh my gosh, y'all. I also see here's when the oversharing and the real yapping is about to start, but I feel so bad for my fiance, y'all. She has been, as I said before, sick as a dog for the past like week. She's been so sick. She's still working all her jobs while she's been sick, and I don't know how she's doing it. Like, she must have some sort of superpowers, because I get like a sniffle and I'm completely down for who knows how long. So I don't know how she's powering through. I've really been trying to keep this whole house super sanitized and everything. Like, right when she leaves in the morning, I spray down everything that she might have touched. I've been hand washing since we don't have a laundry. I've been hand washing our pillowcases and stuff every day to try not to get sick, because again, when I'm down, I am down, y'all, and I can't be down like that. If you are like immune compromised, I'm not immune compromised, I should say, but I just have a chronic illness, and so I guess, would that be immune compromised? I don't really know what classifies you, I guess, as immune compromised. Not me, the literal person who has a degree in biotechnology, not knowing basic science. But if you are also a chronic illness girly, or if you are like having an autoimmune issue, something like that, whatever it might be, I guess that's also classified as chronic illness. Wow, okay, I'm like teaching myself stuff today, but you'll get how it is. Like, when you're sick with even something as little as a cold, it literally just like, it feels like you're never gonna be able to get out of bed again, and it's the worst feeling ever, and I can't be down. Especially because we have our Christmas photos, as I mentioned, on Wednesday, and for our Christmas photos, we don't just go to like wherever you know, cute little place or something to do our photos. No, we take our Christmas card photos at Disneyland every year, and we bring our little Grogu with us and dress him up as well in a little Christmas outfit. So I'm really excited for that. I'm really hoping that my fiance is feeling better by then, because I don't want her to have to suffer through a Disneyland trip. And I'm also really hoping that I don't get sick in these next 2 days, because I would definitely not be able to go to Disneyland if I, again, even caught something like a cold, let alone the crazy stuff my fiance has. But I do just really appreciate her still going out and working so hard for us, even when she's so sick. I wish she could just stay home with me. Y'all, I don't know if anyone else has this problem as well, but I literally, it's so hard for me not to touch my face. It's so hard. And then when I think about how I can't touch my face, it's like even harder. It's like my whole face just starts itching so bad and I can't touch it. Which, by the way, I'm just trying not to touch my face because of how my fiance, again, is sick. And even though I try to sanitize as best as I can the whole house, I'm really trying not to get sick. I'm really trying not to touch my face, but I literally could like rip my eyes out right now. But you know, the crochet is helping me. It's keeping my hands busy. But also, by the way, I don't even know if anyone cares, but that's why I've been no makeup for a while, is because I've been trying to avoid touching my face as much as I can in any kind of way. And so doing my skincare in the morning and at night is already enough face touching, eye touching for me. So I've been just not even wearing makeup because I just don't want to touch my face. I don't want to risk getting any kind of infection and being down for the count for who knows how long. And so that's why I'm looking like this. I feel like, though, I used to like apologize for not having makeup on and stuff, but now I'm like, no, like, it's so human. It's like, we're not born with makeup. Like, it's human, you know? We have hormones, we get acne, that's human experience. So, you know, just a little message for everyone else out there too, like, who might be like me and feel kind of uncomfortable when you're not wearing a full face of makeup. Just know, like, this is the human experience. You're doing great. You're succeeding in the human experience, and never apologize for what your face looks like, no matter what. Okay, y'all, it's been a couple hours since we last chatted. I did have a little bit of a wardrobe change, you know, get a little bit comfier, but this hat, like, I'm not even just wearing it for the video. I've been wearing it this whole time. It's been keeping my head so warm. It's actually so comfy and cozy. I, like, never want to take it off. I'll definitely have it linked down below for y'all. It comes in a 2-pack, which is awesome. Like, if you have a partner or just anyone else in your life who you want to share a Santa hat with, I highly recommend. But let's get to what I have worked on. So this is what I finished so far with this bear right here. Hopefully y'all can see him good. But I did sew the muzzle on and put the eyes on, and now I'm just working on the last row to close up his body. And I think he's so cute. He literally looks like a little like piñata bear or a tie-dyed bear or something. So I think he's super adorable. He also did come out a lot tinier than the other bears that I've made, which again was to be expected with a smaller weight of yarn. But let me finish up this last row here, and y'all, let's get back to chatting too, because it's so funny, because basically how I got most of this guy done is because my mother-in-law called me. You know, I was doing my nightly rounds of phone calls, you know, first my fiance because she was driving between jobs, and then my mother-in-law wanted to chat. And it was so funny because I was literally just saying in my video that I recorded yesterday that my father-in-law, every time I see him, every time I talk to him, he's always asking for more of those mini sea creatures because he likes to hand them out to his nurses and doctors and church ladies and his clients, and honestly, like, everyone. He just loves giving out, like, my mini sea creatures. Also, my mother-in-law, how she makes pens and stuff, he gives those out too. He just likes giving stuff out to people. And it's so funny because when my mother-in-law called and he asked who was calling, and when he found out it was me, he was like, "Do you have any more of those mini sea creatures for me?" And I was like, "Oh, like, I can definitely make you more to you know, hand out and stuff. And he was like, okay, perfect, bring them by tomorrow. Like, I'm sorry, but it's currently 7 p.m. and I don't know if I'm gonna have them done by tomorrow. But luckily, like I said, we are doing our Christmas photos this week. So I'm gonna be over at their house on Wednesday because my mother-in-law, she always goes to Disneyland with us, so I will bring a bag of mini sea creatures over then. I don't know how many I'm gonna be able to crochet in that time, but I thought that that would be perfect. I needed an excuse for my fiance of something else that I was crocheting that's not this, because I can't ruin the surprise. And so now I can tell her I was making mini sea creatures. Maybe I can knock out a few of those tonight. But I know I also said that that is part of his Christmas gift, is that I wanted to crochet him mini sea creatures, but you know, he can have a little bit of an early present. Alrighty, y'all, I just finished closing him up on the bottom, and I just wanted to show you how cute he is. I think he's so adorable. I'm so happy that I did decide to go through with this and make these little guys, because I think they're gonna be so cute, and I think my fiance and her sister are going to absolutely love them. And here, I want to give you guys a close-up of him. It's hard because my lighting is, of course, so bad. But this is what he looks like up close. You can see the yarn where I sewed on the muzzle, and at first I was a little bit worried about how it was gonna look, because of course the color that it had to be on for the sewing part is purple and not, you know, like the yellow or the orange or the green to match the muzzle, which, by the way, yes, I did decide to put my fiance's sister's muzzle onto this body, and just because it aesthetically it looked better to me than having the other nose on this body. Hopefully the next body that I crochet will look good with the other muzzle, but that is the only reason why I chose to put that muzzle onto this one. But yes, you can of course see where I sewed it on, because of course it had to be purple, and at first I was not too happy about that. I was a little bit salty about it, but honestly, with this completed piece, I feel like that actually kind of added a cute little touch to it, and honestly helped to bring in the purple colors from the body and everything into the nose. So honestly, I feel like it kind of worked out. I honestly like it better now with the purple. I like that you can see the stitching. I feel like it makes it really look like that patchwork bear type of style, which I personally think is really adorable. So I'm honestly loving how this is turning out so far, and I'm excited to, of course, crochet the other bear body, but also to add on all the limbs to this little guy. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep on working. It is getting a little bit late, and honestly my hands are kind of in a lot of pain. I really don't know how people do it who, like, they only make this kind of amigurumi, because oh my gosh, my hands are kind of on fire. So I think I might take a break by making some of those mini sea creatures that I mentioned for my father-in-law, and we will see what I can get to. Hey y'all, it's now a new day. It's now Tuesday, so get into that. I've been out like all day, but I'm finally home, so sorry it's messy, but I was like, we gotta get right into this or we're not gonna have time today. So first things first, we of course need to open up the advent calendar. So yesterday we did days 3 and 4, so today we'll do days 5 and 6, and then we'll be almost caught up since today's the 9th. So let's go for it. Let's open up. Where is she at? Oop, right at the bottom here, number 5. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't even know what character this is. Let's pop it out. Oh, it's my Melody. Oh my gosh, I could not tell what she was from the back, but she's so cute. I should have figured it was her since we haven't gotten her yet. So adorable. I just love the glitter resin too. It makes them so sweet and precious, and like the little pink background behind them. I wish that y'all could see them better, but they're just so tiny and dainty. They're so hard to really show on camera. So that's number 5. Now let's pop out number 6. Why can't I pop it? There we go. Alrighty, you guys. This one is super cute. It just says Hello Kitty on it, and it's all pink. So adorable. I'm so obsessed. I'm just like, it's because I'm already picturing all of these on the keychains that I want to make, and oh, it's gonna be so cute. I cannot wait to make some of those projects, of course, when this whole Christmas season is over. And here we have what our bracelet is looking like so far. So, you know, we got a few charms on there. I'm really wondering too, like, is the rest of this advent calendar really just gonna be charms? Because that's kind of crazy to just have like one bracelet with 23 charms on it. Luckily, y'all know I'm not making this into a bracelet. I'm using these for my crochet, but I don't know. I was just like, that's kind of crazy. That's wild. Okay, y'all, I'm starting right in on the second bear since I really want to get this done. And I thought now we could chat a little bit. So I hope y'all's day has been good. I hope that your week has been going good so far, even though it is only Tuesday. As I mentioned, I've been out of my house all day today, which is a rare occurrence for me because I do hate leaving my house. But we had a whole plan for today because my fiance, if you've been here before, you might know she got a new car recently, and we've been having to get it checked out because, I mean, it's new to us, but it is a used car, so we've been just making sure that everything's good on it, and some of the lights in her car keep coming on, so we are going to take it to the dealership today, but of course, she also has to work, and so if she was to go to the dealership in the morning, she'd have no way to like get to work if she left her car there. So I followed her to the dealership this morning, and that was the plan, y'all. That's why I have this whole bag, my whole crochet bag here sitting next to me, because that's what I brought with me. I was planning this was gonna be like a little car vlog. I was gonna talk to y'all in my car while we crocheted this, but I guess the universe had other plans for today. So basically what happened was we get to the dealership, and honestly, like, this is our fault. We should have called before, but I guess we were just lacking the critical thinking skills to, you know, do this whole adventure. But just to look at the car, just to look at it, was gonna be like over $250 just to look at it, not to fix anything, not to whatever, just looking at it. And so, which I know that probably is like pretty normal for car dealerships, at least here in America, like that's how it be. But, you know, we both looked at each other and we were like, we cannot afford that right now. So she just ended up driving her car to work. Tomorrow we're gonna take it to this other girl who we know, and she like hopefully will like help us out with it and stuff. So thankfully we know people in our life who like are good with cars and stuff. But y'all, things are like so expensive these days, like $250 just to look at the car in this economy. Crazy. But since I was already out of the house bright and early this morning, I figured I should use that time wisely and just get as many like errands done and Christmas shopping and all that fun stuff finished, all of it that I can, which I'm like, that's so funny, like not me being like, oh, the car is so expensive and now I'm going shopping, but it really it really wasn't like that. I literally went to the Dollar Tree, so y'all can calm down. It was the Dollar Tree, which is also getting expensive now, y'all. Why is the Dollar Tree not the Dollar Tree anymore? It is expensive. It's like $1.50 for everything. Like, girl, what? I should also say to y'all, if you do like to get your Christmas stuff from the Dollar Tree, like the gift bags, wrapping paper, all that fun, you know, sort of stuff, that's what I was getting there too. I wasn't actually getting like the gifts for people. Because my fiance, like, thank goodness for her, since she's the one who's making the big bucks out here, she's the one who usually purchases the presents for everyone, and then I just deal with like the wrapping the presents and buying the wrapping and all that good stuff. So that's what I like to get from the Dollar Tree. But point being, if y'all like to get that stuff from the Dollar Tree as well, you need to go literally yesterday, because it sells out so fast. so fast, and right now is the time. I already know by next week it's probably all gonna be gone. It was already starting to look low today, so just wanted to put that out there in case y'all are also fans of the DT and y'all need to get your DT decor, gift bags, anything like that. Y'all gotta go now before they run out. Oh, and y'all, my plan did work about disguising, you know, the bears and hiding that I'm doing this little project and just telling my fiance that I was making those sea creatures for her dad instead. Because last night when I finished with the bear and turned off the camera, all that good stuff, I did end up making a few whales to give to my father-in-law tomorrow to hand out to all his girly pops. And so my fiance, it was so funny. She was like, you're really making him more of those whales. She was like, don't you have a bunch of Christmas, like, didn't you make a bunch of Christmas mini item, like, just give those to him. She was like, why are we making him more whales? Like, how many whales can these girlies possibly want? Like, how many can they need? And so I just, like, I don't know, I was just like, that's so funny, because she don't even know that this is a disguise. This ain't even what I'm actually crocheting right now. I think I'm probably gonna start crocheting the kids' gifts next. Those, like, sticky hands. Well, obviously it's not actually sticky because it's made out of crochet, but if you watched my last video where I go over all the patterns that I want to crochet, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because I feel like then my fiance won't get suspicious. She's not getting suspicious at all, but I feel like if I only crochet like little sea creatures, she will get suspicious. And I mean, more than that, I feel like I can only crochet so many mini sea creatures, you know what I mean? Because they really don't take long at all to make, and I want to use my time productively, so I think that that is going to be my next project. But that's not going to be like a main one like how this is. That'll be like a side one, you know, what I work on at night. Basically, I just need like patterns like that I can work on in front of my fiance when she's home at night, since, you know, these kinds of gifts obviously I can't work on in front of her. Okay, y'all, I just put on the muzzle, the eyes, all that good stuff, and I might have kind of messed up, or I don't know if mess up is the right word, because can you mess up art? But definitely straight from the pattern and from what I did for this one. I mean, honestly, it's probably just like in my head a little bit, but I don't know why. I guess I just got too confident after I had just made this one last night, so I wasn't really paying attention to the pattern too much when I was making this one, to be honest. But with the muzzle, I did sew it a little bit too high up. I don't even know if y'all can tell yet. Yeah, you can. You can, let's be real. But I'm gonna finish up the body. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, because this yarn is so, again, like, special and precious, and I don't know if I should just, like, cut out the muzzle and re-sew it on, but I don't know. I feel like it still looks okay. So I feel like I don't need to do that. But I did have to put the eyes on this one a little bit higher up. I did test them down lower at the same place that I have these eyes, but they looked real weird, y'all. They were like under the nose and everything, so I wasn't liking that. So I did go ahead and place the eyes a row higher than this one, a row higher than is stated in the pattern, so that they would look good with the muzzle. And I'm just really hoping that it turns out still looking good in the final product. I don't know, I'm kind of like disappointed with myself, because I did want them to be really matchy, but at the same time, I feel like, I don't know why I'm being so hard on myself about that, because one, it's not like this is a custom order or anything from somebody who does want a specific two pieces to look identical. Like, it's literally just a gift, and plus the yarn is also multicolored. It looks like tie-dyed, so it's not like they would be identical anyway. Obviously the color scheme is the same, but the colorway, like the exact patterns of the colors on the bears is different from each other. So I feel like it's fine if some of their features are a little bit different from each other. If I'm being honest, originally I thought it would be cute to actually have them look a little bit unique from each other, like to add some sort of hair or accessories that would represent both like my fiance and her sister individually. The only reason why I decided not to do that is because I know I'm limited on time and I want to crochet a lot of gifts, so I just want to get these bears completed. But I mean, who knows, maybe now that I kind of messed it up, I will end up adding accessories to them just to like go along with the storyline. I don't know, make it blend in a little bit. Maybe I am just being too hard on myself, but now that I hold them up to the camera like this, I feel like you really can't tell the difference. But again, let me finish him up and then we'll see what we think. Okay, I don't know if y'all are gonna agree with my decision or not, but I did decide to take out the eyes and to cut the muzzle out and re-sew it back on. I just, thinking about it more, I really do want them, I just want it, not even for them to be identical again, but I just want for them to look good, you know? And I don't know, I just felt like the nose was way too up high on this one, and I just know that I can do better than that. And I was also thinking about how I am planning to give this to my fiance, which means that it's probably gonna be displayed somewhere in our little room here, which means I'm gonna have to be looking at it every single day of my life. And if it's not exactly perfect and how I want it, I'm gonna feel that disappointment every time. So I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna take it off, redo it. It really doesn't take that much time. It's not like I'm having to frog out an entire piece. So I'd rather just deal with this right now than say like complete the whole bear and still be unhappy with it and then like have to just make a whole new one. So I don't know how y'all feel about that, but that is what I decided to do. And this will also probably be my last little like update for y'all tonight. Unfortunately, probably the last time I can work on this bear tonight. I'm probably not even gonna get to sew on the muzzle. I'm kind of disappointed about it, but my fiance is on her way home, so what can you do? What can you do? But hopefully I can get these guys done before the end of the week, before Sunday, because again, I have so many other Christmas presents that I'm still wanting to get to. Good morning, happy Saturday, welcome to the beach. I did decide to come to the beach today. I needed a mental health day and I brought my crochet, so maybe we'll do that. Oh my gosh, seagull. I love the beach, it's so pretty. Seagulls are so cute. Oh, he took off. He was scared of me. Okay, y'all, name someone who's more of a Barbie diva princess than me, though. I mean, I'm wearing platform boots, pink sweater, leggings at the beach. Who else? It's just so beautiful and tranquil out. Oh my gosh, a seagull just flew by. And there's like Christmas music playing right here too, which is so nice. Love the vibes. Hopefully y'all can't hear it though. I'm not trying to get copyright, but it's just so beautiful out here. I don't know if I'm gonna go on the sand or not because I have platforms on and I don't want to get my white yarn dirtied, but it's really pretty. I think that I might go sit either like in the grassy area on my little beach blanket or on one of the benches that they have so that I can crochet a little bit. And I brought the stuff for the bears, of course, so I'm gonna be working on that. We just have this other sea creature yarn on top because I had to hide the bear, of course, for my fiance. But also it would be kind of cute to make sea creatures at the beach, right? That's a vibe. So I don't know. We'll see, but I'm too scared to crochet right here. I know I'm gonna drop something in the sand. We will also see how much footage I can actually get. I think I did pack my tripod because I'm actually going to my cousin's house after this. I'm house sitting for her again. She's out of town again, so I gotta watch her cutie little turtles for her. And so we'll see if I can film, because if y'all know anything about me, I hate filming in public. It's so embarrassing. I'm embarrassed right now. That's why my face is like all up in the camera. So we'll see what happens. I'll definitely keep y'all updated. Not me out here trying to take product photos, and I don't know, I think it's just a little too gloomy today. I mean, it is literally like less than 2 weeks until Christmas, so to be expected that it's a bit overcast out, but you know, it's still kind of a vibe having the little whale at the beach. Okay, I was about to take out the stuff for the bears and just start it because this honestly is like a nice spot. I'm sitting on this little like curb, but I don't know if y'all can tell, but I am like already getting sanded on my leggings, so you know, it might be a little too windy to try to crochet right here, so I probably should move over to the grass where it's not as windy. Okay, change of plans. First of all, I have a bestie right here. We took a selfie together and it's so slay. I will show you all right here. But yes, she did pose for the photo. She knows what she's doing. But I think I might go to my cousin's house because it's actually like pretty cold out, which I'm loving. Don't get me wrong, no complaints here. If it could be this weather every day of the year, love it. I didn't come prepared. I didn't bring like hand warmers or gloves or anything, and my fingers are so frozen and I already have like joint pain as it is, and when my hands get cold it's kind of crazy. So I think I might just go to my cousin's house to crochet, but I just want to stop at the beach for a little bit at least, you know, get that mental health in, get some happiness, some sunshine. Well, there's no sunshine out today, I guess, but I don't know, it's still nice at the beach. I just love this bird too. This seagull is my bestie. Bye, friend. Bye-bye. Just made it back to the car. Crazy hair, don't care, you know, that beach hair. I feel like people are always talking about having the beachy waves, but like, girl, I don't know if it just doesn't happen to me, but this is my version of the beachy waves, I guess. But now time to head over to my cousin's. Oh, I really wish that I could have stayed here longer. I don't get to come out to this beach that much because it is a bit far from my house, but I had to take my fiance to work today, and she works really close to this beach, and it's one of my favorite beaches. It's so beautiful. It has a really nice parking lot, which if y'all have like driving, I mostly, honestly, no, I have driving anxiety too. I was gonna say I just have parking anxiety, but I guess I have driving and parking anxiety. So if y'all have like parking anxiety too, y'all know how it is when you find a nice parking lot, a nice big parking lot. But it's just so beautiful today, and the beach is so dead. There's no one here. Probably because it's so cold out, like it's not summertime, you know? But I wish I could stay, but I mean, I do gotta get to my cousin's house anyway, and we have plans for tonight. We're gonna go see Zootopia 2, which will be so fun. But let me get to my cousin's house so that we can actually like crochet and chat. Before we start crocheting, here are the girlies. They're going a little crazy right now because I do have their pellets right here. Yes, their pellets are in a, you know, a little pharmacy, little medication, little thing, but gets the job done. That's exactly how much they need. And I also want to show you guys, I think it looks like my cousin's actually cycling their new tank outside as well. Because, not me falling. I know that this tank is like pretty tiny, so I'll show you guys their new tank. It's so huge. Little turtle is still right where I left it for my cousin, and this is actually perfect that I'm here because I should probably take some pictures of him since I do want to finish up that pattern, as I mentioned before. If y'all saw that fun little vlog, Vlogmas day 1 or week 1, I guess. But then it's so cute because my cousin also, like, she has these little turtle trinkets up here now too. Isn't this so pretty? I love like the little crystals in it. I bet that looks so pretty when the sun hits it. I don't know, I was like, that's so cute. But I'm like, maybe I should have made her a mini sea turtle so that she could have another little turtle to go with these guys, because that guy is big. Something to think about. Make a little mini version of him so that she can have a little mini one over here, maybe. But also, I don't think I remember to update y'all, but my cousin did love her turtle as well. So I'm very happy that I made it for her. I know I was scared about it because of how she also crochets, and I've always felt like she's just such a better crocheter than me, and she could make a piece so much better than me. So I've always been too shy to crochet for her, but I'm happy that I did because she really loved it and told me that she would want more crochet plushies from me in the future. So I'm really happy that I did decide to make this. Okay, girls, you ready for your pellets? Let's see if they go crazy. Sometimes they try to like walk up here. Pour them down there. Hopefully, oh my gosh, did they kick up their ramp again? I'm gonna have to put that back down, huh? Because they can't get up the ramp. They always do this. Let me fix it. Alrighty, I put the ramp back down, and I think they're happy about it. I don't know. They're still not really using the ramp, at least not in this moment, but hopefully they won't have that issue anymore in the bigger tank, which let me go show you the big tank. And here is the new tank. Look at how massive this tank is. They are going to love it so much. Like I said, it looks like she's cycling it because it seems like there's water like being pumped in and out of it. It also sounds like it, but I don't know. But if y'all know like anything about aquariums, fish tanks, you'll know if you're a responsible fish owner, you always want to cycle your like aquarium before you add anything to it so that you make sure that there's a lot of healthy bacteria and all that in the tank. So just a little pro tip out there for anyone who's thinking about getting any underwater creatures. Definitely make sure that you get the tank all set up and have it cycle for a couple weeks before you actually buy the fish to put in the tank. So yeah, that's their new tank. I just wanted to show y'all because I don't know, I thought it was cool. And since I was here like last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, showing all the turtles, I just wanted to keep y'all updated on their little journey. And I mean, who knows, maybe I can convince my cousin to give me the smaller tank once they move into this big tank. And then my fiance and I know I always say it, but we really are supposed to be moving soon, hopefully before the end of the year. And that would be so fun to like have a bigger tank like the ones that the turtles are in now to like, I don't know, put something cool in. Probably not turtles because the tank is too small for turtles, but even just to have a bigger tank for like my goldfish and stuff like that. I don't know, just ideas. Also, my cousin has been feeding a stray cat, and so I put treats like on that little lid, the little green lid, so hopefully he'll come back. I feel so bad. I got here literally like 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, like 5 seconds too late, because I saw him walk like from there over to there, and then he saw that he didn't have treats, and then I ran out to give him treats. But you know, he's a stray, so he's scared of people. But now there's treats out, so hopefully he'll come back soon. Y'all, this vacuum. It needs to get under my feet. Hopefully y'all can hear me. It's so loud, but we're here, we're on this couch. We're gonna start our little crochet up. I got the little guys out. Oh, isn't he even cuter looking at him the second time around? And as y'all know, this is where we left off with the little head thing, and then I just got to sew this on correctly since the first time I did it wrong. Sorry if this angle is like just crazy, by the way. I don't know, I feel like I'm like all over this, but I did not remember to bring my tripod, which I thought I brought it, but I guess I didn't. Because y'all, I love my tripod. It's such a good investment, even if you're not like a content creator, even if you're not like doing this kind of stuff. It's so nice like just having my phone on a tripod, like when I watch YouTube or whatever, and just being able to like carry the tripod from room to room like with my phone on it. I don't know, but I forgot my tripod. So am I currently using my cousin's Star of David tree topper as a tripod? I surely am, God bless. But I just hope it's not too crazy. I feel like all my videos are chaotic though, so it kind of like, it goes with the whole theme. It's on brand for me, you know? But at least the background's like all pretty since I'm at my cousin's house. But let's get into this crochet. Okay, first of all, so sorry if that last clip was crazy with the vacuum going in the background. But I want to show you this before it comes back around because it's finally in the other room. But I know it's probably gonna come back soon. But okay, and regardless of what y'all thought about me like redoing the muzzle on this guy, like cutting it off and re-sewing it on, y'all are definitely gonna agree with my decision when you see how cute it is now. Cause look at it. Okay, isn't it so much better? Like so much better. Look at them, they're even now. Sorry, I'm out here staring because I'm like, are they even? I don't know. Do y'all analyze your crochet pieces like this as well? Especially when you're trying to make like an identical two pieces. But I think they look way better now. They look way, way, way better than before. I don't know. I don't know if y'all will notice a difference. I feel like it's pretty minor. But once it's actually like fully all crocheted and put together, I feel like, I don't know, the placement like that, even though it is such a tiny difference, like, you know, placing it literally just one row above where it was supposed to be, I still feel like it makes a big difference. And I don't know, I just feel like he's a lot cuter now. But y'all, I do have to say, I was being not the brightest crayon in the box when I left my house this morning, because I remembered everything except Polyfil. Which honestly, I feel like that's not the worst thing in the world, because I don't know, I'm like, do I just run to Michael's right now and go get some Polyfil? But actually, now that I think about it, since I'm at my cousin's house and she also crochets, she might have some Polyfil. So let me go look in her office. But if not, I don't know, I might just run to Michael's and grab some Polyfil. At least I didn't forget something like the yarn that I like actually can't buy anywhere else, since that's the only skein that exists that I know of. So yeah, but anyway, let me get this Polyfil situation figured out. Currently snooping through the office. Well, not snoop-a-looping, but you know what I mean, looking for the Polyfil, which, by the way, she did say, like, I can go crazy in here in the craft room, but I can't find any Polyfil. But she does have so much yarn and just like cute projects. I don't know, like, look at this. Isn't this little bag just like so cute? I don't know, she makes like cute stuff, and then I don't even know what this is in here, but I'm like, oh, that looks so cool. And yeah, she has so much like acrylic and cotton yarn and stuff. I don't know, I'm just like, oh, that's so pretty. Oh, this is so cute. She actually has these ducks still sitting on her desk that I made for her birthday last year, because this was the craft that I thought I was gonna be doing, the bedazzling, right? Isn't that so me? I'm such a like bedazzle girly, I feel like. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love crochet too, and obviously like I've been crocheting a lot longer than I've been bedazzling. I just picked up the bedazzling hobby like last summer, and I've been crocheting for over 10 years. So, you know what I mean? But aren't they so cute? I really want to get back into bedazzling. The only reason why I had to stop is because I don't have enough space in my house right now, since we literally live in a bedroom. So I just didn't have enough space to like actually collect a bunch of rhinestones and a bunch of stuff to rhinestone. But I would love to start doing that too, and like selling little bedazzled things at markets. Probably not summer markets though, because I'd be scared about like the glue getting melty or something, because y'all know it always be hot here, except for today. It's a beautiful, cool day. Love today, but usually it's so hot. So definitely not like for summer markets, but I feel like that would be so cute for like a winter market. And I've seen people do this with like other really cute, the little banks. I don't know if y'all have seen them, but it's little banks that are made out of PVC. They have Disney ones, all different kinds of ones, Hello Kitty, and I don't know, I feel like that could be so cute too. But anyway, let's get back over to the couch. I didn't find any Polyfil, so maybe I will crochet a little bit more, and then I don't know if I want to go to Michael's or not. Do I want to spend money today? That's the real question. Oh, I'm so mad at myself for forgetting the Polyfil. I just can't believe I would do that. I just looked up the nearest Michael's, and it is 5 miles away, which isn't horrible. Like, on a normal day, I'd be so down. But y'all, like, I've just been driving a lot today, and I've been out a lot today. I've already spent a lot of money on gas. I've already driven over 60 miles today, because when I filled up my gas this morning, my range was at 400, and now it's at 340, and gas is so expensive. So I'm like, ugh. And then if I went out, it would be 5 miles there, 5 miles back, plus spending the money on Polyfil when I have Polyfil at home. That's what's so frustrating. And I can't go home because, again, I have plans tonight. I have to go pick someone up who lives pretty close to here, so I don't want to have to drive all the way back to my house that's like, you know, over 30 minutes away to get the Polyfil, and then drive all the way over here. I don't know. I just don't know. I need to get it together and make sure I pack my Polyfil next time. I just looked up Hobby Lobby as well, and the Hobby Lobby is closer by. The Hobby Lobby is 4 miles away, so I mean, not that much closer by. But also the problem is that the Hobby Lobby is literally right by like where I need to go next, my next location of the day. And so it's also hard because then if I went there now, I'd have to come back here and then go back out that same direction, and then I have to drive another hour to actually get to the movie theater. I don't know. I need to get my life together, y'all. Oh my gosh, I also forgot the advent calendar. I could have brought the advent calendar with me so that we could open that, because now we're behind even more days again, which I was going to tell y'all this while I was crocheting so that you wouldn't just have to listen to me talk. But basically, I literally have not crocheted in the past like 3-ish days, right? It's been 3 days. I think the last time I updated y'all was Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, wait, Tuesday, what? So maybe 2 days? I don't know, y'all. It's so embarrassing. This is why y'all can't be trusting your math tutors out here. I used to be a math tutor. I can't even count the days of the week, okay? But I think it's been a few days, and basically, we went, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, we went to Disneyland on Wednesday. If I can find like some photos, I'll show you guys for our Christmas cards, and so that was a really fun time. Oh, also on Wednesday, and this is actually a little bit of a crochet business update, kind of, sort of, a little bit, maybe not really, I don't know, but it does have to do with crochet because, as I previously mentioned, we go to Disneyland with my mother-in-law, and so I drive to her house first, and then we, drive to Disneyland. We gotta go pick her up, and of course, who does she live with? My father-in-law. And what does my father-in-law love? My little $5 mini items. So basically, if y'all have been here, y'all will know my last market got canceled. My holiday market got rained out, and I have not been able to find another one. I have not been able to get approved for another holiday market. And so I was like, I am just gonna give him all my $5 items since he loves them anyway. And I know, I'm planning for his Christmas gift to give him a whole bag of little mini sea creatures. But the Christmassy $5 items, he's gonna sell those ones off for me. I gave him like the little Christmas pops. I was gonna sell them for $8, but they honestly did not take that long to crochet. So I just told him to sell them for $5. And then I gave him like a couple of like little whales that I had, and the popping mushrooms. And so all those for $5. And I am going to see him today. So we will see if he has made any sales yet or not. Shout out, by the way, so much to him. So grateful for him. I literally have a personal like sales assistant who's happy to just go and share my crochet with the world and sell it off. And I'm really appreciative for that, because I'm definitely like not outgoing enough to be like, I don't know, doing that myself. And then my fiance has been home for the past 2 other days. So I don't know, I feel like whenever she's home, especially now that she is like working so much, I really just want to like cherish every single moment, every single second of the day that we have together. So I just like to spend like all that time that I have with her and without any other distractions. So I haven't been crocheting. Of course, I'm also literally crocheting her a gift, so I obviously cannot crochet that in front of her. So that is why I have not been crocheting or filming or any of that in the past few days. But we're back and we're chaotic, and we forgot the advent calendar, and we forgot the Polyfil, and now I don't know what to do with my life. I still have like 2 hours until I have to go to where I'm supposed to be. I'm crashing out, y'all. I don't know what to do. I'm so frustrated, and I'm trying to find a solution. I really am trying. I looked up like other places just like close to the area, other stores, and I saw that there's a Target that's about 2.5 miles away, and I was like, oh, maybe Target would have Polyfil. I honestly, like, I don't really shop at Target, so I was like, I don't know what they have there. And so I looked up like on their app, and couldn't find nothing resembling any kind of Polyfil, unless I just like didn't search the right kind of word. I don't really know. But then I saw that there was also a Walmart that's less than 2 miles away. So close. It's only like a 5-minute drive. So I was like, oh, cool. Like, there's a Walmart. And I know Walmart sells yarn because I used to buy my yarn there back in the day. So I'm sure that they would sell Polyfil. And so I was like, okay, cool. This is a great option. And then I look more into the Walmart and I realize it's literally in probably the one shopping center, like the one single shopping center that is like off limits for me, like that off limit. My fiance basically just told me like it's a very bad area. She's had very bad things happen to her in that parking lot before, and so she's like, never go there. Like, there's a dark energy on that whole parking lot, on that shopping center. Like, never go there. Bad vibes. Like, she just had very traumatic experiences there. And so I'm like, yeah, like, I mean, obviously, y'all know me. I get anxiety from the smallest little things. I'm not trying to go anywhere with a dark energy. So now the Walmart is, of course, not gonna work out either. And I'm like, now my other option that I could possibly do is to just like cut up some pieces of the yarn that I did bring, because I literally did bring a whole entire bag of yarn, and I've done that before. I actually do have a whole big bag as well of scrap yarn at home that I will use to stuff my pieces. Usually I'll combine it with the Polyfil because I just find that the Polyfil helps to give it, you know, a little bit more shape. But I'd never throw away my scrap yarn. I always put it in a big bag and I just keep reusing it and putting it inside of my stuffies because I mean, why not? And I don't know, I hate wasting anything. So I just like to do that, but I don't know. I'm just like, do I really want to waste yarn and like cut it up right now? Because it's not like this is yarn scraps. Like, this is literally this is a great skein of yarn that I would be messing up to do that. And then I also just don't have any Polyfil, so I couldn't even put a little bit of Polyfil in it to give it a little bit of shape along with the scrap yarn. So I don't know. I'm just feeling like my head's gonna explode right now. Maybe I should stop and like get a snack or something. Maybe that'll help me to think better things. So random and weird. This car just like pulled up at the neighbor's house and was just like honking. I'm like, do people still do that? Like, shoot a text. Call. Why are we honking outside of someone's house trying to get them to come out? Just text them. Maybe they don't have a phone. Maybe they already tried texting. Maybe I just don't have all the context and I'm making the assumptions. But I don't know. I was just like, who's honking outside the house? So weird. It's official, y'all. I'm going insane. I just keep looking around everywhere trying to see if there's Polyfil. I'm like, maybe I missed a spot. I need to check the office again. Maybe I didn't look in a spot where the Polyfil is at, and I just keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again, and there's no Polyfil. I just need to take a breath and tell myself there's no Polyfil. There is none. I got so tricked though, because y'all, I found a bag that said loops and threads on it, and there was something white inside of it that looked exactly like Polyfil, and I was like, stop, she does have like a Polyfil or, you know, some sort of polyester, some sort of stuffing. It's the Loops and Threads brand. That's fine. That's awesome. And it was just a pillow. It was just like one of those blank pillows that they sell. So not the Polyfil that I was looking for. Sorry, I'm screaming at y'all. The vacuum, it'll stop going and I'm like, oh, this is a perfect time to talk. And then it starts going all loud again and I have to scream. But that is our current situation. So I think that what I'm going to do is take a breath and tell myself everything's going to be okay. That this happens and that maybe today really was just meant to be a mental health day. Maybe, you know, it's my guardian angels. They were like, girl, we're not going to bring the Polyfil today because we just need to chill. We need to have a relaxing day. So I might just throw on some YouTube. If I do want to crochet, because honestly, it is hard for me to just like sit and do nothing because I am like one of those people where I 24/7 at all hours of the day need to be productive. Like, it's kind of a problem. That's why I average like 3 hours of sleep every night, because every like waking moment I have to be doing something or planning something, so it's gonna be hard for me to just breathe. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should take a nap because I really haven't been sleeping, y'all. So who knows, but you know, if I really do want to crochet, I at least brought a bunch of yarn with me, so I know for sure I can make like some mini sea creatures and stuff like that, since I never stuff my mini sea creatures until literally like the very end. So maybe I shall do that, but we'll see. I'm just sad because the whole point of this video was to finish the bears, and it's Saturday, and I like to post my videos on Sundays, which means I'm gonna have to edit this tomorrow, and I'm not gonna have the bears done, which means y'all are gonna have to wait until next week's video. And actually, speaking of having to finish this video and get it edited and uploaded, I actually think that this is where I'm gonna be leaving y'all for this week's vlog, this week's video, or I guess, what is this, Vlogmas episode 3, but it ended up turning into just a week in my life. You know how it goes. We never know what we're gonna get up to every week, every video on this side of the block. But I hope that everyone's been having a really good December so far. I hope that y'all have been enjoying the little Vlogmas if you've been keeping up on it. I was really wanting to have like actual, more structured, organized, not me like strangling this guy, but I was trying to have like more structured, organized videos. Like if you did watch the last one where I showed all the patterns, even though that one kind of went off the rails too, but you know how it goes. But this one, I was supposed to finish these guys, and like I always say, we just never know where my days are gonna take me. We never know. I thought I was gonna have more time this week to crochet, and I just really didn't. It is so fun though, being able to post like multiple videos a week. I don't know, just to like kind of check in and like show y'all what I'm up to, so that y'all don't have to sit through like a 2-hour long weekly vlog. So I don't know, maybe I should start trying to like, you know, I can keep doing my fun little talky weekly vlogs, but then for those of you who are like more about like, girl, we need to get to the crochet, maybe I can try to like put out a little video like that's only focused on the crochet, where I don't chat. I don't know, I think that could be kind of fun. You'll have to let me know what y'all think. Of course, it also just depends on like how much time I have every week, that kind of stuff. Obviously this week it worked out, but I think it was a previous week, yes, when I was doing my market prep, where I was gonna try to still put out a weekly vlog and then also put out like very specific market prep videos every week, and I just like did not have the time for that at that time. But I don't know, it is kind of fun being able to post like a organized video and just like a like fun, chaotic, come spend the week with me kind of video. So I don't know, maybe we'll try to do both. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be getting over like 50 views anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I can post whatever I want. But also, thank you so much to you girlies who I always see in my comments. You guys are so sweet, and I love talking to you guys, and thank you so much for always leaving, I know I always say it, but thank you for your kind, sweet, supportive comments and all your helpful advice as well, because as I always say, I am no expert at this. I'm no crochet expert, no market expert, and I can use all the advice that y'all are willing to give. But I do hope that y'all enjoyed some of the crochet in chat. I don't even know how long that's gonna be, how much I was talking, because again, I just haven't been doing any editing, so yay, I get to edit this all at once. Yay me. No, because I have fun doing it. I do it to myself. Even like I always say, I don't care, I'll get 0 views. I have fun doing this. It's so fun. I recommend it if y'all want to have a little hobby on the side. It's fun making these little videos and having some fun, getting to meet y'all in the comments. It's always a good time. But sadly, yes, this is as far as we got on the bears this week. I, again, just really wanted to finish them, and I honestly probably could have finished them, or at least one of them, today, but of course, I forgot the polyfill, and it just doesn't make sense to, like, spend money on gas and stuff when it's, like, my own fault, and I know I already have polyfill at home. I can't be spending that much money on gas and polyfill and everything when I already still have to drive like a lot more today, which also, by the way, I will be picking up my special guest soon. And so if y'all want to see who it is, definitely make sure that you stay tuned to the very last second of the video for the little secret scene. Maybe I can get him to say hi to everyone. But thank you all so much for joining me for this week's, or I guess today's, episode of Vlogmas. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below. me and little Mr. Bear would really appreciate it. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do want to see more of my face and my cute little plushies on your feed. Also, make sure to follow me on all my social media if you do want to see all my cutie little creations. I'll have them all linked down below for y'all. And of course, if you did make it to the end of today's video, make sure to leave me a comment down below. I want to know what y'all are crocheting this week, what y'all are crocheting for the holidays. Are y'all making anyone some cutie little Christmas gifts? What are your ideas? I want to know all about it. And of course though, if you are a shy girly like myself, I know it can seem crazy because I be loud on here, but y'all, in the real world, I be so shy. So if you're like that too, if you're shy in the real world and on the world of YouTube, then just leave me a little emoji in the comments. Leave me a cute little bear emoji in the comments because I am having so much fun crocheting these little bears, and I really hope that I get them done soon. So definitely leave me that encouragement, leave me a little bear in the comments to remind me that I gotta finish these guys because they are gonna be so cute when they're all done. And of course, just to let me know that you did make it to the end of today's video. And of course, I really appreciate all of y'all's support. And I hope that y'all had a very fun week hanging out with me because I know I had so much fun hanging out with all of y'all. And as always, have a magical rest of your day. Bye-bye. All right, y'all, time to go pick up my boy. Hey, look who I got with me.
This is what we're doing.
This is what we doing.
Yes, I know. Oh, just some hers. Just like and now people just Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas. What are we gonna go see?
Zootopia.
Zootopia.
That's what we're doing.
Let's go.